Good evening, everyone. I think in the last class we've started advanced Java, right? As part of advanced Java, uh, first we have discussed about prerequisite. Prerequisite means before learning advanced Java, before if you want to learn advanced Java, some technologies you must have to aware of. Okay, so what are those technologies you must have to aware? The first one is core Java. To learn advanced Java, the first and foremost thing, what is mandatory is core Java. Without core Java, we cannot learn advanced Java. Second, required SQL and database now. Okay, is this clear? I think SQL and database completed now. Completed, not complete. Anyhow, I'm going to discuss basics of SQL and database. Okay. After that, you should know HTML, CSS, JavaScript also. But minimum HTML is if you aware of HTML, it is more than enough. But if you know CSS, JavaScript, it is better. The next thing, XML basics are required. What is required? XML basics. I'm going to discuss XML basics. So these are the prerequisites for advanced Java. So before learning advanced Java, these are the things you must have to know. After that, we have started advanced Java. In advanced Java, what are the technologies we are going to learn? The first and foremost technology which we are going to learn as part of advanced Java is JDBC. The second one, servlet. The third one, JSP. And the last one, third one is JSTL. These are the technologies we are going to learn. Now, then after that, I told you, if you want to learn JDBC, what is mandatory? SQL is mandatory. Without SQL, we cannot learn JDBC. Now, as part of JDBC, I told you first we will discuss introduction. Already, I think we have started introduction in the last class. I will do revision because some new people are attending the class today. Okay, and some old people, useless people are not attending the class. Those who have attended already yesterday. Okay, so first we will see introduction. Okay, after introduction, we will discuss what is database, what is DBMS, what is RDBMS, what is SQL. Then we will discuss about JDBC, ODBC. Okay, differences between JDBC, ODBC, JDBC drivers, and types of JDBC drivers. After this, we will discuss first JDBC program. It takes some time. Next, after this, we will discuss types of statements in JDBC. Three types are there: statement, prepared statement, callable statement. Then we will discuss a result set. After this, we will discuss batch processing. After batch processing, we will talk about transaction management. What is transaction? What is transaction management? How to manage transaction. Then we will see how to work with the dates in JDBC. I will discuss date class, calendar class, simple date format class. I will discuss first those classes, and then we will see how to work with the dates in JDBC. Apart from this, we are going to discuss what is hard coding, what is boilerplate code or boilerplate logic, and I will discuss DBUtil. So these are the concepts I'm going to cover as part of JDBC, Advanced Java, JDBC, which is a part of Advanced Java. After JDBC, we will start servlets. Now in servlets, we will learn how to develop web application. How to develop web application, we are going to learn as part of servlet. In servlet, first we will say introduction. What is servlet? Why we use servlet? Who has given servlet? Then we will see what is web application, what is web page, types of web pages, static and dynamic. Then we will see what do you mean by standalone or desktop application, disadvantages of standalone or desktop application, what is a web application, advantages of web application. Then we will see what is web server, what is servlet container. Okay, then I will discuss HTTP protocol in detail. Okay, next I will introduce some interfaces like servlet interface, HTTP servlet class, generic servlet class, servlet config, servlet context, servlet request, servlet response. Then we will see what are form-based application, how to develop form-based application. So to develop form-based application, we need HTML, minimum HTML. If CSS JavaScript is there, means it is better. We can develop better web pages. Okay. Then after this, we will discuss servlet lifecycle, request dispatcher, scope variable. 4 scope variables are there: page, session, application, request. Next, we have do get and do post method. And finally, load and start. So these are the concepts we are going to cover as part of servlet. After servlet, we will start JSP. Same introduction, differences between servlet and JSP. Then I will introduce 7 JSP elements. Total 8 JSP elements are there, like template text, scriptlet, JSP declaration, JSP expression, JSP action tag, JSP custom tags, JSP EL expression. Okay. So total 8 JSP elements are. After JSP element, I will discuss JSP implicit object or JSP implicit variable. Total 9 are there: request, response, session, out, page context, page, application, config, and exception. Then we will discuss what is MVC architecture, what are the different types of logic, example, business logic, presentation logic, persistence logic. Then we will discuss types of components, model component, view component, controller component. Then we will discuss Java beans. What do you mean by Java beans? Then we will see JSTL, JSP standard tag library. Okay, these are the concepts we will cover as part of JSP. Is this clear? Now, after that, we have started JDBC. Let's quickly recall the things what we have discussed regarding JDBC. Shall we? I told you first full form of JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. Java Database Connectivity, JDBC. Is this clear? Okay, so what is JDBC? I told you API means what? Set of packages are called as API. And whatever are available inside the packages are also called as API. So what are the things are available inside the packages? Inside packages, classes, interfaces, methods, variables, constructors, all are API. Is this clear? Is this clear? So simple short answer is predefined classes and interfaces are called as API. Na simple short answer. But a proper, complete answer is set of packages, and whatever packages contains, that is classes, interfaces, methods, variables, constructors, all are called as API. And we use API to write programs in order to develop software or application. Yes or no? So so what is JDBC? JDBC is an API. Who has given JDBC API? Sun Microsystem. In which year? 1997. Now the question is, why Sun Microsystem has given JDBC API? Shall we listen? So to understand this, I have drawn some diagram in the last class. Let me open the diagram. Shall we? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Absent. What about you? Your friends? Where are absent? Yesterday, a lot of people were there. Today, I think trailer they have seen. Advanced Java. Okay, let's start. Believe me, you'll be very strong in Advanced Java. Believe me. You know, one of the most difficult technology, in Advanced Java is servlet. And we will play with servlet. At the last, you will only tell, or the servlet is very easy. Servlet is more difficult than multi-thread. And if servlet is very difficult, no? If you don't know servlet, JSP becomes nightmare. It is more difficult than servlet it becomes. Okay, let's start. You tell me, we have a Java program and we have database server. Tell me, a Java program can communicate or interact with database server directly or cannot? What do you mean by communicating or interacting with the database server? Saying hi, hello, how are you to database, right or not? This is called communicating. No, communicating or interacting with the database server means sending SQL queries. From Java program, sending SQL queries to database server is called communicating or interacting with the database server. So a Java program can communicate or interact with database server directly or cannot? Cannot. Is this clear? But what is my requirement? We want to develop a Java program to communicate or interact with database server. but a Java program cannot communicate. So if you want to develop a Java program to communicate or interact with database server, we have to use JDBC API. So using JDBC API, we can develop a Java program to communicate or interact with the database server. For this purpose, we use JDBC API. Without JDBC API, we cannot develop a Java program to communicate or interact with the database server. Are you following or not? Using JDBC API, we can develop. Is this clear? So tell me, using JDBC API, we develop Java program to communicate or interact with the database server. Using JDBC API, we develop Java program to communicate or interact with the database server. Communicating or interacting with the database server means sending SQL queries from Java program to the database server. So JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is an API given by Sun Microsystem in 1997. Using JDBC API, we develop Java program to communicate or interact with database server. Communicating or interacting with the database server means sending SQL queries from Java program to the database server. I hope you are following this. After that, we have discussed about API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. Set of packages are called as API, and whatever are available in packages, inside packages are also called as API, and whatever are available inside the packages are called as API. So packages contain classes, interfaces, methods, variables, and constructors are called as API. Are you following or not? Next, after that, we have started understanding what is a database. And I've told you what is a database. A database is an organized collection of data. Organized collection of data. In database, we store not one data, we store collection of data. And only storing collection of data is not database. Storing collection of data by organizing. So how we organize the data? In the form of tables. So are you following? So a database is an organized collection of data which is stored digitally in the computer system. Digitally means in the form of binary, zeros and ones. The data is stored in the computer in the form of zeros and ones, binary. Is this clear? Now only we store collection of data by organizing in the database digitally, or we retrieve the data also. Yes, so a database is an organized collection of data which is stored digitally in the computer system and can be retrieved digitally from the computer system. So you can see a database is an organized collection of data which is stored digitally in the computer system and retrieved digitally from the computer system. Retrieve means access. Digitally means in the form of zeros and ones, binary. And here, computer system can be local computer system or it can be a remote computer system also. For me, my computer is local computer. But for me, online students' computers online student computer is remote computer. The computer system can be local computer system or remote computer system. Now, after understanding database, we have discussed about DBMs. Let's recall it. First of all, DBMS stands for Database Management System. Database Management System. What is DBMS? DBMS is a software. DBMS is a software. Why we use DBMS software? DBMS software is used to create and manage database. So to create a database, we use DBMS. To manage database, we use DBMS. DBMS is a software. So DBMS is a software which is used to create and manage database. Are you following? So to create and manage database in the computer system, we need a software, and that software is DBMS. Is this clear? Now, next thing is the database which is created by using DBMS software uses files internally to store the data. The database which is created by using DBMS software uses files internally to store the data. Files are softwares only, but files are intelligent softwares. No, files are having disadvantages. So indirectly, the disadvantages of files are Disadvantages of DBMS. Are you following or not? So files are also called as flat files. Why? Because in files, we cannot do anything except editing the text. That's it. We can write the text, we can save it, or we can edit. That's it. More than that, we can't do anything. Are you following or not? So that's why files are also called as flat files. They are not intelligent softwares like databases. Are you following or not? So what are the disadvantages of files? So first and foremost disadvantage, data redundancy, duplicate data. Files allow duplicate data or not? That is called data redundancy. If the data is not duplicated, then this is called data consistency. If the data is duplicated, then it is called data inconsistency. So because of data redundancy, we have data inconsistency problem. Are you following or not? Now tell me, in case of loss of any data, can we recover the data from files? We cannot. There is no data recovery is possible. If we stored the data in file and if we lost the data, we cannot recover the data. Data recovery is not possible in files because files are flat files. They are not intelligent softwares. Next, now files store small amount of data. In files, we can store not small amount of data. We can't store large amount of data. Now files will support any query language, will not support. So there is no query language support is there in files. So is there any query language support? There is no query language support. No query language support. Are you following or not? There is no query language support in files. We cannot write any query for storing the data, retrieving the data, deleting the data. We cannot write because there is no query language support. So tell me, files will provide security for the data, will not provide. There is no security for the data if you store the data in files. Because whoever is having access to computer can access the data which is stored in a file. We can provide security to computer, but we cannot provide the security to file. Are you following or not? If you store the data in files, there is no security for the data. So these are the disadvantages of files. So indirectly, these are the disadvantages of DBMS. So as DBMS is having some disadvantages or not, that's why RDBMS came. So RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Is this clear? So what is RDBMS? RDBMS is a software. It is also a software. And why we use RDBMS software? To create and manage database. So to create and manage database, we use RDBMS software. Are you following or not? And RDBMS is an advanced version of DBMS. RDBMS is an advanced version of DBMS. Are you following or not? So RDBMS is an advanced version of DBMS, and RDBMS is a software which is used to create and manage data. And RDBMS resolve all the disadvantages of DBMS, right or not? And I told you the database which is created by using the RDBMS uses tables internally to store the data. The database which is created by using RDBMS, the database which is created using RDBMS uses tables internally to store the data. Are you following or not? So the database which is created by using RDBMS uses tables internally to store the data. Is this clear? But the database which is created using DBMS uses files to store the data internally. Is this clear? So now tell me, so let us see the advantages of RDBMS. First one, there is no data redundancy problem. Why there is no data redundancy problem? Because all RDBMS softwares are intelligent softwares. And all RDBMS software support one data integrity constraint, short form constraints. The full form is data integrity constraint, like primary key, foreign key, not null, check, unique. These are called data integrity constraint. So all RDBMS software support data integrity constraint. And using data integrity constraint, we can prevent data redundancy, duplicate data. Are you following or not? That's the first advantage. And there is no data redundancy problem we have. So data consistency will be there. There is no data redundancy, data consistency will be there. Are you following or not? Now tell me, in case of loss of any data from RDBMS, right or not, can we recover the data? We cannot. Yes, RDBMS is an intelligent software. It provides some data recovery techniques for recovering the data. As a programmer, we cannot recover the data, but as a DBA, we can recover the data, database administrator, because database administrator knows data recovery techniques for recovering the data. As a developer, software developer, we don't know. Are you following or not? So data recovery is possible in case of loss of any data from RDBMS. Next, shall we? Now RDBMS stores small amount of data, large amount of data. We can store a very large amount of data in RDBMS. RDBMS allows to store large amount of data. Now tell me, is there any query language support is there in RDBMS? There is no query language support. Yes, there is a query language support. For storing the data, we can write query. For retrieving, we can write query. For deleting, updating also, we can write query. So query language support is there in RDBMS software. Is this clear? RDBMS provides query language support. Is this clear? Next, RDBMS will provide security for the data, will not provide security, will provide security. So RDBMS is a software. Using RDBMS software, we can create and manage database. At the time of creating the database, RDBMS software will allow us to provide username and password to our database, which is known to us only. And in database, we store the data. So to access the data which is stored in database, we need to log into our database using username and password. That's why we can only access the data. Others cannot access the data. So that is how RDBMS provides security for the data. Are you following or not? Everyone understood this? So these are the advantages of RDBMS. So let us see what are the RDBMS software. The following are the RDBMS software. The following are the RDBMS software. So what are the RDBMS softwares now? Oracle database is a RDBMS software. MySQL database is a RDBMS software. MySQL database is developed by Oracle Corporation. Sorry, Oracle database is developed by Oracle Corporation company. Are you following? MySQL database is developed by, I think, MySQL company only. Oracle only acquired MySQL. When did they have acquired? 2008. 2010 they have acquired Sun Microsystem. I'm talking about database, MySQL database. Is a free and open source software under the terms of GNI, General Public License. No, not Oracle. Created by MySQL AB, a company founded in 1995 in Sweden. Okay, leave it. So what are the RDBMS softwares we have? Oracle database is one of the RDBMS software. MySQL database, another RDBMS software. Sybase database, another RDBMS software. IBM DB2 database, this is the RDBMS software. Microsoft SQL Server database is a RDBMS software. So all these are RDBMS software. There are a lot of RDBMS softwares are there. You can see it. We are going to use one of the RDBMS software. So listen. RDBMS list. See, one of the, just a second. So one of the RDBMS software we have, see a lot of RDBMS softwares are there. See, IBM DB2 is one of the RDBMS software, which are known RDBMS software. I will show you. A lot of unknown also here. See, we got a big list of RDBMS software. IBM DB2, Microsoft SQL Server, Teradata, Sybase, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Access, MySQL, SQLite, MongoDB. Okay, a lot of RDBMS softwares are there. You can see MariaDB. Okay, DB Visualizer, dForge Edge. Like this, a lot of RDBMS softwares. Okay, some of the most popular RDBMS softwares are Oracle, MySQL, Sybase, IBM DB2, Microsoft SQL Server. And you know, all RDBMS software support one query language or not? Which one? SQL. All the RDBMS software support one query language called SQL. Now, after this, we shifted to SQL. We started understanding SQL. I told you SQL stands for Structured Query Language. The short form is SQL. We can read SQL as SQL also. So what is SQL? It's a query language. What is SQL? Why we use SQL? To communicate or interact with the database server. So to communicate or interact with database server, we use a query language called SQL, which is a query language. And I told you, communicating or interacting with the database server means sending the SQL query. So in SQL, we write SQL queries and we send those queries to database. Database will execute those queries. And I told you, in SQL, we have commands. What we have? In SQL, we have SQL commands or not? In SQL, we have SQL commands. In SQL, we have SQL commands. So how many types of SQL commands are there? There are 5 types of SQL commands are there. First one, DDL commands. Second one, VML commands. Third one, DCL command, DRL or DQL command. Next one, DCL command. Last one, TCL command. Then we started understanding first DDL command. In DDL command, DDL stands for data definition language. So who are called DDL command? Create, drop, truncate, rename, alter. Now why we use these DDL commands? Using DDL commands, we can create table, we can drop table, we can rename table, we can alter table. Are you following or not? Alter means modify table. Next, we have DML command. DML stands for data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. DML command. So insert, update, delete are called DML commands. Insert, update, delete are called DML command. And DML stands for data manipulation language. So using DML commands, we can insert the data in database. We can update the data. We can delete the data. Are you following or not? Data means records. Next, we have which one? DRL or DQL command. Data retrieval or query language. So select is DRL or DQL command. Using DRL or DQL command select, we can retrieve the data from database table. Next, we have DCL commands, data control language. And use what a DCL command, grant and revoke. Using DCL command, grant and revoke, we can give permissions or privileges. We can take back the permissions or privileges. Some permissions or privileges we can give. We can take back those permissions or privileges. So to whom we give permissions or privileges? In Oracle, we give permissions or privileges to users, which are database accounts actually. We will see that. Next, we have TCL command. TCL stands for transaction control language. So what are TCL command? Rollback, commit, and save point. Rollback, commit, and save point are called as TCL command. And using these TCL commands, rollback, commit, and save point, we can manage transaction. What we can manage? We can manage transaction by using TCL commands. Is this clear, everyone? Next, After this, I told you, you tell me who develop and release database software? Some company. Some company develop, some company develops and releases database software. So tell me a company who develop and release database software is called database vendor. Database vendor. So who develop and release database softwares? Database vendors. So database vendors develop and release database softwares. So database vendors develop and release database software. So tell me, if we download, when we download and install a database software in the computer, when we download and install a database software in the computer, how many softwares we get? We get two softwares in the computer. How many softwares we get? When we download and install a database software in the computer, we get two softwares. What are those two softwares? First one, database server software. Second one, database client software. Database server software and database client software. So we get two software, database server software, and we get database client software. Is this clear? Okay, so now, so to understand database server software, database client software, we have started this diagram, correct? Is this diagram? I've already this diagram, correct? So tell me, what is this? Database client software. What is this? And what is this database? So when we download and install a database software in the computer, we get two software, Oracle database server, database server software and database client software. We can't see database server software, but it is available in our computer. But we see database client software. So tell me, who uses database client software? User. User means we. So we use database client software. Why we use database client software? To communicate or interact with database server software. What do you mean by that? So we use database client software to write and send SQL queries to database server software. We use, this is not command prompt. It is looking like command prompt, but it is not command prompt. This is database client software. This is. So we use database client software. And why we use database client software? To write and send SQL queries to database server software. We send SQL queries to database server software. Database server software will execute the SQL query. Database server software execute. So who will execute SQL queries? Database server software execute SQL queries. Are you following or not? And based on SQL queries, database server software performs some operations. And based on SQL queries, database server software performs some operations. Are you following or not? So database server software execute SQL queries. Are you following or not? And based on the SQL queries, database server software performs some operations. So see this, user uses database client software to write and send SQL queries to the database server software. Using database client software, we write SQL query and we send SQL query to database server software. Now database server software executes the SQL queries, and based on the SQL queries, database server software performs operations like creating table, inserting records, updating records, deleting records, and retrieving records from the database table. Retrieving records from the database table. If people are following or not? Answer me. So tell me, if database, you tell me if database client software and database server software want to communicate with each other, we must have to create the connection between database client software and database server software or not? Yes. If database client software wants to communicate or interact with the database server software, then we must have to create the connection with the database server software and database server. Between database client software and database server software. Are you following or not? And again, I told you database client software is two types. How many types of database client softwares are there? There are two types of database client softwares are there. One is CUI client software. Second one, GUI client software. CUI client, GUI client. So tell me, this client software is the CUI client software, GUI client software. This is CUI client software, command user interface. In CUI client software, we must have to write queries to create table, to insert record, to delete record, to update record, or if following, to retrieve record. But if you use GUI database client software, we no need to write any SQL queries to create table, to retrieve records, to delete records. Are you following or not? Without writing SQL queries, we can create table, we can drop table, we can insert record, we can delete record, we can update record, we can retrieve records without writing SQL queries. If we use GUI database client software, I'll show you how to use GUI database client software later. Initially, we will use CUI database client software only. Are you following or not? Which looks like command prompt, but it is not command prompt. So everyone understood till here or not? Okay, now listen. So who develop and release database software? Database vendor. So database vendors release database software in two formats. How many formats? Database vendors release database software in how many formats they will release? In two formats. Is this clear? Huh. So database vendors release database softwares in two formats. What are the first one? Database Enterprise Edition. Second, Database Express Edition. So when we are going to download database software, we will have two formats. One is Database Enterprise Edition and Database Express Edition. Now coming to Database Enterprise Edition. Database Enterprise Edition is commercial. Commercial means if you want to use Database Enterprise Edition, we have to pay before using. Without paying, we cannot use it. Are you following or not? Coming to Database Express Edition. Database Express Edition is open source. If you want to use Database Express Edition, we no need to pay anything. We can freely download and freely we can use it. Are you following or not? You tell me, a software company will take the requirements from client and develop the project for client. And a project uses database. Are you following or not? So which database a project uses? Database Enterprise Edition or Express Edition? Enterprise Edition. So, but for to use Enterprise Edition, we have to pay or not? We have to purchase the license. We have to pay for license or not? We have to purchase the license key. Then only we can use it. So who has to pay for Database Enterprise Edition? Client. Because client is using the project. In project, client is using database. Are you following or not? A Database Enterprise Edition will provide all the features of a database. Database Express Edition is open source. It will provide all the features of a database. No, it will provide limited features only. If people are following or not. Understanding? You tell me in a company, how many developers are there who are developing the project? Multiple developers. And all the developers are working on some computers or not, which are developers' computers. And again, after developing the application, they will hand over the application to testers or not. Testers will test the application on some computer or not. Those are testers' computers. Are you following? So how many developers are there? Lot of developers. How many testers are there? Lot of testers. And all are working on different computers or not? Assume 1000 computers are there. In 1000 computers, developers are working and testers are working. Q engineers. Are you following or not? To develop the application. So we need a database in all the 1000 computers. We don't need database. We need database in all the 1000 computers. So which database we use? Database Enterprise Edition, right or not? So client has to pay. Clients has to purchase the license for how many database? 1000 database. The license cost of 1000 database will be higher than the project cost. Are you following or not? Instead of that, client will say, no, I will not do. I don't want to develop any application. Any project I don't want. Give my project back, my requirement. Give my money back. I don't want any project. Are you following what I'm saying now? So that's why in all the 1,000 computers on which developers and testers are working, we don't use Database Enterprise Edition. We use Database Express Edition. But after the project is developed, project is ready, the project will be moved from our computers to server computer, main computer server. On that server computer, we use Oracle Database Enterprise Edition. How many? One. So client has to purchase the license for only one. Are you following or not? But in all remaining machines, we use Database Express Edition. Are you following or not? Once you get the job, you are also working on one of the developer computer and you need database. So you will use Enterprise Edition. Na? Express Edition you will use. But in server computer, Database Enterprise Edition will be used. Are you following what I'm saying? Is this clear? You tell me, in our computer, for personal use, can we download and install Database Enterprise Edition? We cannot. Yes, there is no problem. But for commercial use, we need to pay. For personal use, no need to pay. Are you following or not? But better use Database Express Edition only. So we are going to use Oracle Database. Which RDBMS software? Oracle Database RDBMS software we are going to use in JDBC. And which edition? Express Edition. And there are a lot of versions are there. So we have a version called 10G. We have a version called 11G. Then we have 12C. Then we have 18C. We have 21C. What is 23C? Like this, there are different versions are there. Which version you want, you can talk. The latest version is 23C. C is full form cloud computing. G full form grid computing. Are you following or not? I think you have already attended. You have attended Chanti sir classes now. SQL completed. SQL. Almost. Means it is in processing, right or not? Going on. Which concept is going on? Okay. So which database you are using? In the, some people already completed those classes. So which database you have used? Which database you are using? MySQL you are using. Shifted. Oh, two databases, right or not? Good. So place both the databases in resume. Okay. Oracle as well as MySQL. Which version you are using in Oracle? 10G you have used, right or not? So already you have installed Oracle 10G in your computer or not? If you don't have Oracle 10G, better install some other version. So in my computer, I have Oracle Database 11G. So if you want to download Oracle Database 11G, I have copied the link here. This is the link. You can just select and copy. And then open the browser. In the browser, in the URL section, paste it. And then press power button. Press enter. Now see, directly you will come to Oracle Corporation website download page. Here you can download Oracle Database 11G Express Edition for Windows operating system. Is this clear? For Express Edition, short form is XC. Are you following or not? You can download this file. After downloading, you can extract. Once you download this file, you will get which file? Zip file like this, Oracle XC .zip file. If you extract this file, you will get one folder. Which folder? Disk 1. In that folder, you will see one .exe file whose name is setup.exe. To install Oracle database, either you need to double click on this file or select run as administrator. Are you following or not? Now you have to install Oracle database. So how to install Oracle database? I'll show you. So see, I'm having the screenshots here. So you need to select run as administrator. Are you following or not? Either double click directly or say run as. So everyone is having Oracle database in your computers. Everyone is having. I'm going to show you JDBC first example with the Oracle only. I'll shift to MySQL also. I can show you nothing great is in that, but we are going to use Oracle. So Oracle database you install if you don't have. And once you install, don't remove it. If you remove it, problems will come while installing second time. So if you have already Oracle database, continue using the same database. So select this file, run as administrator or directly double click. So one screen will appear, one interface will come like this. It shows preparing to install. Now it takes installation. Are you following or not? So once it is complete, you will see another screen here. Welcome to install sheet wizard, Oracle database 11G Express Edition. Showing some option, click on simply next. It will show some screen. Okay, another interface. It will show some license agreement. You no need to read it. Okay, just directly click on I accept the terms in the license agreement and click on next. Now see, it shows the location where your Oracle database Express Edition is going to be installed. It is going to be installed in C drive under Oracle XC directory, Oracle XC directory in C drive. Okay, now click on next. Once you click on next, your Oracle database server uses port numbers. What it uses? Port numbers. Are you following or not? A house is like a computer. In-house rooms will be there or not? And every room will have number, na? That number is called port number. House is like computer. It has some address, na? Which that house address is like IP address. A house is there. In house will have address. House address is like IP address. And inside house rooms will be there. Every room will have number, na? That room number is port number. So you can think house as computer. It has some address na when it is connected to network, which is IP address. And inside our computer, we install some servers na, server software like Oracle database server, MySQL database server. These are like rooms in the computers. And these rooms, these are Oracle database server is there. We are installing in our computer. So it has one port number. And using that port number, we connect to that database server using that port number. In our computer, multiple applications are running now. See which application has port numbers. Server application. Client application will not have port number. Client application use port number to connect to server application. Understanding this? So computer is like house. It has one address called IP address. House address is like IP address. House is like computer. Inside house we have rooms. Rooms means here we have server application. One multiple, which are like rooms. And every server application has one number, room number, which is like port number. Are you following or not? So your Oracle database server uses some ports like 1521, 2030, 8080. Now simply click on next. So when you click on next, another screen will appear. Now observe, it is asking enter password, confirm password. Give any password, but better it is okay. It is recommended to give system in all small cases or lower cases so that it will be easily remember. Are you following or not? And this password, see, in Oracle database, listening, this password will be used for both sys and system database. So in Oracle database, by default, we have some database accounts. What are those database accounts? First database account name is sys. Other database account name is system. I will tell you the importance of this database account. Are you following or not? And this date and these database accounts username is sys and password. Username is sys system. Two database accounts are there now. So these two database accounts usernames are sys and system. And for this database account, we are giving password. In my computer, I have given system only password. System, confirm password, enter password in lower cases. Is this clear? Then, and this password will be used by which database accounts? This password we are giving for which database account? Sys and system. Sys will be username and this password will be there. System will be username and this is password will be there. Are you following or not? Then click on next. Once you click on next, it shows the summary. Summary means whatever the inputs we have given till now. It will show all those inputs, all this information. Now click on simply install. Now installation will begin. It takes some couple of minutes. You have to wait. Be patient. Have patience and wait. If your system is what very powerful, means processor is very powerful processor is the RAM is very big in size, then it will take very less time. But if you are using i3 processor or some other processor, not i5 or i7, then it will be very slow. It will take some more times. Is this clear? So slowly this progressing will continue. Okay. It will complete. Once it is completed, you'll see final screen installation is complete. Now simply click on finish. So with this, what we have understood, how to install Oracle database software, Express Edition. 11G have installed. Same steps for 10G also. Same steps. There are no difference in steps. Are you following or not? Answer me. So tell me, we are using Oracle database. In Oracle database, we have some database accounts or not? One of the database account name is system. Another database account name is sys. And for these database accounts, whose names are system and sys, at the time of installing Oracle database, we have given password as system in all small cases. Are you following up? So these are the things we have discussed in the last class. I think till here, we have discussed in the last class and we have stopped till here. We have stopped here, right or not? From here, we need to continue actually. Because of some new people, I have discussed these things. Once again. Clear everyone? So I think already you have Oracle database in your computer, 10G, right? Continue using 10G on. In my computer, 11G I have. Okay. So listen, all the databases support SQL queries and database commands. All the databases, Oracle database, MySQL database, Sybase database, DB2 database, all the databases support SQL queries and database commands, SQL queries and database commands. See, your Oracle database server supports SQL queries. Some people say SQL queries as SQL statements. Don't get confused. SQL statement, SQL queries, both are same. Now, so Oracle database support SQL queries as well as database commands. Now, coming to SQL queries. SQL queries are database independent, database dependent. Suppose if I write one SQL query, select star from employee in Oracle database. Will it work in Oracle database? Yes or no? Yes or not? Same SQL query, will it work? Same SQL query will work in MySQL database? Same SQL query will work in Sybase database? No. Useless people. All databases support SQL queries and database command. But SQL queries are database independent. Means if we write one SQL query, same SQL query we can use in all the databases because all databases support same SQL queries. So SQL queries are database dependent, database independent. Database dependent, independent. If you write any SQL queries, all the SQL queries will work in all the databases. But coming to database commands are not database independent. Database commands are database dependent. Suppose we have one database command in Oracle, connect. It will work only in Oracle. It will not work in other databases. We have a database, Oracle database command disconnect. It will work only in Oracle, but not in other. We have one database command called edit. It will work in only Oracle, but it will not work in other databases. You people are following or not? So database commands are database dependent. SQL queries are database independent. Are you following or not? See, what are Oracle database command because we are using Oracle database now. See, we have a database command called connect, another disconnect, another describe, another show, another clear screen, another edit, another exit. Like this, there are a lot of Oracle database commands. Database commands are different. SQL queries are different. Are you following or not? Database commands are different. To connect to Oracle database server, we use database command. Are you following or not? To clear the screen in database client software, we use database command. Database commands, are you following or not? They are specific to database client software. Are you following or not? Using this, we cannot delete record, insert record, retrieve record. Is this clear? Now, coming to next one, see this. All the Oracle database commands we can run without semicolon, without using semicolon. All the Oracle database commands we can run without using semicolon. By using semicolon, without using semicolon. But all the SQL queries or SQL statements must be executed by using semicolon. SQL queries or SQL statements. Some people say SQL statement, don't get confused. All SQL queries or SQL statements must be executed by using semicolon. Are you following or not? Answer me. Now say this, shall we? Now listen, you tell me when we download and install a database software, how many softwares we get in our computer? Two softwares we get. First one, database server software. Second, database client software. We use database client software to communicate or interact with database. But to communicate or interact with database server software, we must have to create the connection with the database server software. And there are two types of database client softwares are there, GUI client, CUI client. So in Oracle database, when we install, we get which client? CUI client. We get CUI client, which looks like command prompt, but it is not command prompt. So let's open. Let's open. Let's open. Let's open CUI client software. Which database? Let's open Oracle database CUI client software. Are you following or not? So how to open? Very easy. Let's try. Shall we? Go to start. Go to stop now. Start. This symbol is called start, Windows symbol. And in that, what we need to do? We need to search. Very good. Search. To search only. Updates are coming and options are changing. We used to have one option called apps here. When you click on apps, all apps it will show one. Once update came, things are changing. We're showing show all. Okay, show all means where is Oracle? Oh, pinned shortcut these are pinned. But all apps, where are those? Search only. Very good. Developer tools, creativity, accessibility. Other, very good. Other. What other? Let's see. All apps option, it is not sure. Wait. Only one option is left. Show all. show all. Okay, let's search them. It's not showing those options. Better search. Tell me. Go to start and search what? Oracle. Say this. You will have Oracle directory or not? In that, if you go, something is shown. Okay. All apps it is not shown. Okay, that Oracle CUI database client software name is, what is the name? Run SQL command line. What is that? That Oracle database client software name is Run SQL. We have to search for Run SQL command line. Click on this. Now it will open. See, what is this? Oracle database client software. Which is client? CUI client. You see SQL prompt is coming, right or not? I have drawn diagram. This one I have opened just now. Sir, but sir, here you have taken blue color, here it is from black color. I don't know why it is coming like that, but SQL prompts. Are you following? Here we write and send SQL queries to database server. And here we use some commands. This is Oracle database or not? So we use some Oracle database command. For example, CLS. Sorry, CLS is Windows command. It will not work here. So we have to use clear screen. See, it will clear the screen. Are you following or not? We have a command called connect to connect to database server software. If Oracle, if you want to use Oracle database client software to communicate with database server software, we must have to create the connection now. For that, we use this. Understanding everyone. There are a lot of commands are there. Connect is there, exit is there. See, exit means close this. Understanding everyone? So we have CY database client software. Which is database client software? CY database. GY, we will see that. But everyone understood till here or not? So now I need to show you how to create a user. I think in Oracle you have created a user or not? Creating a user means creating a database account actually. You are going to, okay, how to create a user, how to give permissions or privileges to user. Are you following or not? How to with our own user. We should not use system and sister database account. We should create our own database account. So to create our own database account, we have to create a user in Oracle. How to create user, I will discuss in the next class. After that, I will introduce something called metadata tables. Which tables? Metadata. I think you heard about tab, all underscore users, all underscore procedure. I will introduce metadata tables. And then I'll show you how to create table, how to write the queries, how to create primary key, not null. Are you following? How to insert record, how to delete, how to update, how to retrieve. All these basics I will tell you. So that with this you can manage SQL and database so that we can work with JDBC. Understood? So initially we will use CUI database client. Later we will shift to GUI database client. Now once we complete all those things, I will introduce ODBC. I'm going to introduce. What I'm going to introduce? ODBC. What is ODBC? After ODBC, in ODBC I will discuss one more thing. ODBC driver. What is ODBC? What is ODBC driver? Then JDBC, JDBC driver. Then differences between JDBC, ODBC. Are you following or not? Very important things these are. After that, we will slowly move to first JDBC exam. Are you following or not? Clear, everyone? So we'll do one thing. I'll show you this, how to create a user and all those things in the next class. But till here, everyone understood now? So in the next class, I will continue from here. Okay? So let's stop it for today. We'll continue next class.